please, for Cancer signs. Messages, please, for Cancer. Oh. Cancer. Oh. Cancer. What the fenna? I saw the Seven of Wands, but you got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like you're cutting off. It's definitely giving the cutoff here. Ten of Pentacles, okay? Or you could be blocking energies here as well, but there's definitely been a blockage or hindrance on your stability, your finances, or just essentially you've had like a distorted version of family and what that means. Okay, this reminds me of a crow call I'll be posting in a moment. But it was definitely giving unrequited like family vibes. Okay, Ten of Pentacles can talk about, you know, your earthly, physical family here. All right, yeah, we have the Ace of Cups coming out reversed as well. The Ace of Cups is like a feminine's womb. You know, this is the womb, this is the portal here, and that Ten of Pentacles comes through legacies, family, bloodlines. It's reversed, so this is definitely giving me, I don't know why I'm hearing spoiled milk. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands. This is essentially that, this energy here has been dictating your movements here, or you're finally making a decision. The Two of Wands can talk about a decision. Yeah, Death card. Making a decision to finally cut something off. Dead the situation, cut all cords. For me personally, I had a revelation, a realization in Gemini's reading. And so, you know, I sent out that last text to my father, blocked his number, and I'm probably going to go ahead and change my number, which is going to be annoying as fuck. But it's got to get done. It's got to get done here. So I feel like you guys are finally coming up with a decision here. You have seen, you have heard, the all-seeing eye. You understand, you know, what has been causing you to feel unprotected, a subconscious unprotected type of energy, or this is the energy of like that security blanket some of you may have still had attachments to. Hold on, give me a moment. So you have strong Anubis energy here. It reminds me of the reading that I did recently where I was getting, I think it was Leo's reading. It was giving the hearts of many are being judged. I'm getting strong Leo for you, even though I don't see Leo energy here. Let me just take a look. But I was getting the hearts of many are being judged. I'm also too, Leo energy, I was getting distractions, cold turkey. So it's definitely giving me cold turkey, Two of Wands, death. That's straight up cold turkey right there. Let me see. It doesn't matter. Okay. I just feel like you are dropping something cold turkey. You no longer have love for it, or you're no longer nurturing it. I do feel like it's family. But, you know, friends, people look at friends like as family as well, so take it as it resonates. But you are definitely, it's like you finally have been able to identify what is causing the Two of Swords in your life, and so now you are getting rid of that. I see you have the Five of Swords coming out reversed as well. Okay, so any mental confusion, conflict, or to me this is like a little bit of like distorted energy. Like the Five of Swords is confusion, and confusion, you know, to me creates illusion. Okay, so I do feel like this is done. Okay, the Death card with the Tower, this is Pluto, and this is straight up Scorpio right here. Pluto, Scorpio, all the way, like all the way. I'm also hearing moon in the 8th house. Some of y'all may have your moon in the 8th house, or this is essentially what is happening in your emotions at this time, Cancer. The dump, the dump, I ain't done. Some of you guys are the dump. You guys are dumping the shit out. I haven't heard that commercial. Well, I don't even watch TV, so of course I ain't ever gonna hear that commercial. But remember that commercial, the dump, the dump. So this 5 of Swords is coming from Gemini's reading, and I just told y'all I had a realization, a revelation. Do you want a revolution? Woo woo! I said, do you want a revolution? Woo woo! Yeah, I was able to have one in Gemini's reading. Some of you, yeah, I mean, it could either be your mind with that 8th house energy. It's like you are just dumping things. This is detox. This is cold turkey. Some of you may have been crying lately. All right, I was entering in the chamber of healing with Isis in Gemini's reading as well. So right now, this is what's happening to you guys. I can't remember. I don't know why I do this. I need my iPad so I can pull up the astrology to see where things are. But I knew there are 2 placements where Cancer is. I know the sun is still in Cancer according to Vedic astrology. And I think Venus is retrograded in Cancer. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. So you're getting rid of any attachment or any attractions or any identity towards like nurturing dead situations. Some of you may have Cancer in the 8th house or have some type of aspects to it. Regardless, it's happening. It is happening, finally. I finally was able to bring the tower down just in that reading alone, mentally and emotionally now. I cut the cord, finally. For me, cutting the cord was simply sending off that text and deleting the number and blocking it. I'm going to change my number, but that's my way of deleting the cord. But that's essentially what has been holding the motherfucker down, okay? Let's see what the Death card is and the Tower for Cancer, please. Yep, King of Cups, which to me is Capricorn energy, but it could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But I always say that that's Capricorn. We have 9 of Cups reverse, exactly. This could be a father figure or just masculine energies in your life, or feminine, take it as it resonates, but all of these things derive from the home. Okay, so it's giving death to any masculine dynamics, relationships, people, places, and things that have caused you pain, unfulfilled, anything that you were holding on to that was unfulfilled pertaining to men, possibly, or women, take it as it resonates, okay? But you're bringing that Tower here. You're no longer, yeah, you're moving on with the 6 of Swords. It's like a, I don't want to say you're moving on, because the 6 of Swords right next to it, I mean, first, before it is the 5 of Swords. So you got over that hurdle. Now you're in the 6 of Swords, but then the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10 comes through. But that also could be something that you're healing from as well, because I was getting the chamber of healing. And it's interesting because this Tower has a chamber inside of it, which I find to be very interesting. So right now, Cancer, I do feel like you are healing right now. I know you guys may be tired of hearing that shit, okay? Healing, healing, healing this, healing that. I know, okay? But I do feel like you guys are healing. You guys are going through, me personally, this 6 of Swords, 7, the 5, 4, no, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I'm going through right now, because I'm going through withdrawals as well. But those withdrawals are bringing out, like, my darker energy, you know, things that I've been holding on to or suppressing like majority of my life, and I was suppressing it with weed. So these are things that are going to be done away with, let go of, but I have to go through the process. I can't, I'm not exempt either. So there will be tears. There will be tears. Whose reading did I get before where I was getting there will be tears? Also, this is actually going to carry out until next week, actually, the 15th, because I know I'm doing a report for August 15th, and I was getting the sun in the midheaven in Cancer, 10th house, the sun in Cancer, 10th house, and the moon is going to be in Cancer in the 10th house. So all of these things are coming down. That tower is coming down here. On especially dynamics, patriarchy dynamics that you guys have been conditioned or embedded or whatever the fuck. I don't even really care to get into it that deep, and I'm sorry, it's not personal. I don't want to get into it that deep. Yeah, 7 of Swords is here. See what I'm saying? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And once you get to the 10 of Swords, then that's the 10 of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you're detoxing here as well, slowly but surely. You know, I'm detoxing drugs, but y'all are just detoxing family dynamics here. Structures. Yep, Star card. That's all about healing. This is about the future. This is about restored hope, restoration, really. Honestly, y'all may not even have to go to the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Swords, because the Star card is here. So it's almost like you just had to, you know, it's almost like God or the universe is meeting you halfway. It was just a matter of you just trying or doing, you know, it's honestly, that's what it is. It's a matter of just seeing if you were willing to dig that deep, come to that truth, and however that truth hurt you or whatever it did, like being okay, like allowing it. And I feel like the moment you saw the 7 of Swords for what it is, because usually the 7 of Swords to me upright is activity still occurring behind the scenes that you're not really aware of. So it's almost like, I don't know, it's like you're just being healed, or you were able to see through something that you weren't really supposed to see behind the scenes of. Like, personally, I was finally able to accept that my dad never loved me. I knew it already, but I was still holding on. You know, I was still keeping that connection, that line open. But I finally accepted that he never loved me, like, at all. And I sent him a text message today because I was really going through it. But it's withdrawal. I'm just losing my fucking mind because of withdrawal. And of course, I have emotions that have been suppressed. So I'm dealing with all of these things all at once. And I sent him a text message. And I was just like, you know, Dad, please pray for me. You know, I'm feeling really suicidal. And this is true. I was feeling very suicidal. And I might feel that way later, okay? But I'm purging right now, so whatever. The man did not respond. And I didn't expect a response anyway because I know him. Like, yeah, Justice. I know him. I know him. And then the World card reverse. Yeah, that cycle, yeah, this shit is over with. He didn't respond. Didn't call me, nothing. Like, what the fuck? Like, if your daughter or if you have kids or your son sends you a text like that, what the fuck? And my dad is really high tech. Like, he has all the new latest shit. You know, I should have known too. I should have been known. Because remember I had that telescope he gave me? He gave me a telescope. He knows I like the stars. And he gonna give me a broken telescope. And then didn't tell me it was broken. That bitch. But, didn't respond or anything. So I finally sent him a text and was just like, I'm finally ready to release you. I'm ready to release you in this family I was adopted into. 5 of Swords is right here. Justice. I realized that you never loved me, period. And I'm finally ready to release you. And I sent that text off, blocked him, and I'm never looking back. Mind you, I only talk to him twice a month. I mean, twice a year. I only really talk to him twice a year. I would just keep the connection open just in case, you know, because he's a millionaire. I would keep it open just in case I needed him. I never did, and I have a lot of pride, so I would never, anyway. But today is finally, I realized that he's been holding, like, he's been the problem the whole time, and I didn't realize. Just having that connection open, I was sabotaging myself. So this is the energy that I'm getting. You got Justice here, okay? Justice on the 5 of Swords. Let me put that over here. 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It's like honestly, these to me, are kind of the worst swords to have, because if you're not able to handle these swords, then the 8, the 9, and the 10 will prevail, right? But it's looking like you accepting and you facing that tower, you accepting the truth, not waiting for someone to tell you, look, bitch, I don't care, I don't love you. Like, nah, I finally, you know, it's like you took your power back just in that energy. So I do feel like you're getting justice now. And if you all refer to Aries reading, or maybe it was Taurus, and I was feeling resentment and something has to give. Well, you're now going to be able to receive, because you let go of, just watch those readings, you'll understand. But that's what I'm getting from y'all, okay? Chariot's reverse. This was essentially what has been blocking you this whole time. Tower, yeah, crazy. Tower, Chariot reverse, Page of Wands reverse, 6 of Pentacles reverse, and the Hermit reverse. These are all things within this tower that has caused you dissatisfaction, depression even, over a man or over a father, over masculine energies in your life, that has caused you 5 of Swords, confusion, chaos. You may have attracted people who played mind games with you. You know, 6 of Swords, it escalated. You know, you thought whatever, then 7 of Swords, more deception, more deceit, la 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 la. I just feel like you are fine. You've broken that cycle here. For me, I had to cut my dad off. And cutting him off, I'm cutting off his energy signature that has been attached to my relationship with men all my life. You know, receiving less and giving more, being used, abused, lied to, beat on, okay? Choked up, thrown downstairs, picked up like a rag doll, thrown back down, like all of these things, having sex with men that did not love me or using me, never committed to me, didn't even see my worth. These were all attached to my father, and I didn't realize that. Mind you, I barely talked to him, but his energy was still attracting me. Just being connected to him was still attracting men who treated me just like my father. And so by bringing that down, no longer allowing that inside of my heart, Hermit energy, no longer feeding it, giving to it, or expecting men to be like my dad, like no longer, you know, just being submissive or just receiving little or being given very little, and then expected to go far with the Chariot. Like all of these things are being brought down here, and as a result, you're now able to move forward, 2 of Wands, and make decisions that are in your best interest. Justice and the Star card. It's giving mommy daddy issues, and a lot of times the karmic that y'all will hear about is really family members, because it has to have root. Karmics have to have a root. For you to attract a karmic, it's because you're still attracted to a karmic within your family dynamic. It's levels, right? So I kept attracting karmic people, karmic men, karmic friendships, karmic people, because I was still attached to a karmic father. And as I'm tapping into my own divine masculine energy, I had to come to terms with that. Especially with Venus in Cancer retrograded, like that shit brings you right back to Capricorn energy. Like what, you know, like I hope that makes sense. I don't have too much to say because the energy just feels like it needs to be felt. But I just feel like you're finally getting justice here. The tower is coming down, and you're moving out the way. Period. You're no longer taking on the karma of your family. It's funny because I looked at my astrology chart. I have my Saturn in Aquarius, and I'm dealing with a Saturn return, but it's in the 4th house. I always thought it was in the 5th house. So there was karma still in the family that adopted me that I didn't whatever, but it was because I was still connected to my dad. Like I still allowed him access to me, and I still had access to him, even though whatever the fuck. So I am definitely getting that this is going to be the theme. I mean, of course, because Aries starts things off. Yeah, we have 3D activity. This is what was kind of holding you back here, holding you down. You are what you attract, right? You are what you feed. You are what you listen to. You are what you care about. You are who you talk to. You are who you think about. Everything. So I can't be connected to people who don't love me or care about me and then claim that I care and love myself. That just, it doesn't, you know? And then that's why I was attracting still mixed signals. Like, sure, the caliber of men were better. They had more money, they were more established. They didn't talk ratchet and ghetto like my ex-husband, but I was still dealing with the same type of men though. Never available, never around, never could express it. I had to cut, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's essentially what you guys are doing here. There's still a link here. There's still a link. Some of you too with this tower, it's almost like I don't know, something should have carried on for like another 5 months or something like that. But it's almost like you got rid of it. It's like you brought the tower before you allowed the tower to come to you. That's what I'm getting. It's like you brought the tower before you allowed the tower to come to you. I don't know what that means. Like, example, I don't know what that means. If had I not cut my dad off, I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, what tower would have killed? I don't know. I don't know. Or it could simply be, I don't know, something may be going on with him. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But it's just you brought the tower, or you released yourself from the energy. So whatever karma is coming, it's not going to touch you. And this is what it means to be obedient, which is better than a sacrifice. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I dodged something that would have been attached to me had I not, I don't know. But I don't want to know. I'd rather bring the tower down and do my due part, my due diligence, and do what I need to do, whether it makes sense or not. Because I don't know, I just feel like you would have got caught up in this tower. And we hear about this in the spiritual community all the time. But I do feel like you released yourself from some type of karmic storm that's coming. Yep, Apophis, darkness, the snake. Who had that? Apophis, earth energy. Yup. Earth energy. 3D is earth. Wow, and snakes can poison here as well. And that's crazy. The Apophis is looking right over here where you at. I was getting for the earth element at that time, Taurus energy was being excluded. Well, Taurus energy this week was dealing with resentment and something has to give. So it's almost like you guys were being excluded. Yeah, that's what it is. And here's Mutt being ordinary. And meditation. Antho wholeness. Heavy hitters. A lot of y'all spiritual attacks be coming from family. And people are just extensions of family. Everything is a reflection, right? So, wow. So you guys dodged darkness with the 3D activity, the world. Like you, past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Look at that, what is it called? What is that called? Damn. Hourglass? What is that called? I know that's associated with, I was just reading about that. Bina. And the Tree of Life, the Great Sea, the Empress realm. We have the power over 7 scorpions here as well. Look at all this Scorpio energy, the Tower and the Death card here. And you have the Serpent of Fire. Interesting, the serpent. And here's a serpent or a snake. But it's like you have dominion over it now. Soul retrieval, deep soul healing with the Goddess. It's like you guys have conquered, or will be, because remember I was saying something about the Cancer in the 8th house. It's almost like you guys have conquered your darkness, or you came face to face with it. And you have power over it now. Like, you know how you can control your temper? You have control over your demons now. Let's see what was going on, because it says past life, present power, past life. So let's get a past life card. Your past life, present power. So what was once your demise is now your strength. So this dark, yeah, you have power over darkness. Hence is why you have the power to conjure 7 scorpions. Angels is coming out. What the fuck? Are you a fallen angel? You're a fallen angel. Authority figure in Egypt? Wow. Medicine, man or woman, a shaman? Egypt? Authority figure, angel, or you have angelic frequency here, or I'm just gonna say fallen angel. For you to be in this realm, you gotta be fallen. Gotta be. Yeah, imprisonment or slavery, reverse. Wow, you are free. I think I said something like that in Taurus or Aries reading where I was getting some type of, it was 8 of Swords coming out. Wow. Or you have angels around you now that you're free. I'm not sure. Justice, authority figures. Justice is here. Angels, the star. Egypt, these are Egyptian messages here. Shaman abilities, which is associated with earth element. which is also the snakes are associated with the earth element as well. Past, present power. So this is Akashic records here as well. This is your power. You have gained. It's been restored. Or it's just simply been given. Because I don't know, you guys were locked up. Slavery. Damn, Cancer, what the fuck? Wow. Yeah, because if the sun, I do Vedic astrology, the sun is still in Cancer. Venus is in Cancer, retrograded. You're no longer attracting your ego or whatever that fuck that is that comes with it. But the earth deals with the ego. So it's like you've been free from the ego. So this, I don't know, look at your chart. This may be like a progressive chart as well, like where like your sun sign has progressed to a new sign. Like that to me is freedom. So example, I'm born, my sun sign is Gemini in the 8th house of Scorpio. So it's like I was in direct communication with death, or I was in the underworld, basically. Trapped. How do you trap air, Gemini energy? Anyway. But I was just around people, places, and things, and my environment was death. My environment was death, right? Well, now my sun has progressed into Cancer in the 9th house, where, you know, the spirit realm. The 9th house is higher powers, ancestors, angels, things like that, right? My Mercury is still in Gemini in the 8th house. But my moon progressed into Aries, war. So it's like I'm fighting off mental death, people's projections, lies. Like I'm psychic, so I can. No wonder I'm going so hard these days, and no wonder people are dropping like fucking flies, unsubscribing from me, and all types of shit. Because I'm finally standing up for myself. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Moving on. Yeah, it's like, you know how people, I don't know, it's going to be different for everyone. But now I'm seeing how it corresponds to me. But got to go. I feel like you guys are cutting things off cold turkey here. And no wonder recently I was getting power over your mind or something like that. Crow calls I was getting, becoming one with your mind. Cancer, y'all, crow calls was you learn those lessons, first impression, balance requires distance. So I feel like you learned those lessons, Cancer. And you're ready to move on the road again.